Especially welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lori Elijah, and this right here is frankly speaking with Lori. I am the girl with the tea. I give detailed analysis of reality TV shows like Big Brother Naija, like Nigerian Idols, like The Voice Nigeria. Basically any reality TV show that actually interests you, it automatically becomes my interest as well. I literally carry off on my head. I give detailed analysis, I give detailed reviews. I run commentaries also because I want us to have fun. I want us to catch cruise. I want us to, vibe to stuff like that. And reality TV shows are not the only kind of content that I put out on my channel. I also do movie reviews. So you see this Glory Elijah of a girl, she's a very, very boring sport. Guys, for real. I am super, super boring. However, whenever I feel like passing my time, just having my own fun, chilling, being in a zen mode, I catch up on movies, which I find very, very interesting or exciting. But also, guys, I love reviewing those annoying ones because, hey, we have to call them out. You cannot come and waste my data. You cannot come and waste my precious time watching some really annoying movies. And I also talk about trending social topics because, of course, this life has to be balanced, okay? It's not all about entertainment and fun all the time. We also need to talk about those serious issues that concerns me, that also concerns you as well. You're about to have a blast on this channel. I also share my life experiences from time to time. Yes, that is when people ask me to talk about it. But if people don't ask me to talk about it, sometimes I do not feel the need to talk about it. I like keeping my private things private. But once again, you are welcome to my YouTube channel, and as I told you before, you are in the right space. Trust me, you will be so addicted to this channel. People are going to be asking you, what's happening with you? Are you okay? And hey, don't forget to turn on post notification, all right? That is the best way for you to always receive alerts of my videos. So you see what I'm doing on my screen right now, just do exactly that and you'll be cool. See ya! Hey, Stop right here. Don't go anywhere. You are especially welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Glory Elijah, and this right here is frankly speaking with Glory. I am the girl with the T. I give detailed analysis of reality TV shows like Big Brother Naija, like Nigerian Idols, like The Voice Nigeria. You know, basically any reality TV show that actually interests you, it automatically becomes my interest as well. Okay, that was a mess. Please, can you hear me now? If you can hear me, just indicate in the comment section. That was a mess. Imagine, like, guys, do you know how awkward it is when you spent over 1 minute talking, even more than 2 minutes, and then before you know, people are saying that they can't hear you. Guys, I feel so embarrassed, but I'm actually really sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the lapse. I'm sorry for the inconsistency or whatever. Oh, now you can hear me. Glory be to God in the highest. Hallelujah. Oh my God. Someone is still saying no sound. But Lila is saying we can hear you. Okay, Zami, can you people hear me now? Can you hear me like right now? Guys, if you can hear me right now, please indicate. Oh, so far, okay, you can hear me now. Glory, hallelujah. I thought my village people, they had woken up from their slumber, because all this while we've been having a very, very smooth Saturday live stream without any hiccups. And then all of a sudden today, nobody can hear me. Like, what? I want to cry. But anyways, guys, listen, I don't want to bore you with all the long essay I gave at the beginning of this video. Okay, so what I was basically talking about was that today we're going to be having an in-depth analysis as usual, all right, about the strategies of our top 8 Bbmzansi season 3 housemates. That's what I said. I also said that there are a lot of amazing things that happened over the week in Biggest House, a lot of events worthy of mentioning. Of course, we're talking about events like the ultimate veto power gameplay, the selection process for Themba. We're also talking about the debates that cracked up the entire internet in Africa. Yes, stuff like that. We're going to be touching up on things like that. So, without much further ado, guys, I must greet you people, because somebody complained last week or 2 weeks ago that, Glory, I will not subscribe to your channel until you start greeting us at the start of your video. And I'm like, okay, it's people like this that now prove to me that some people don't watch from the beginning of the video. They watch to a certain point and then they skip, and then they watch and then they skip. And I'm like, if this person literally watches my video from start to finish, they would have noticed that I give my intro and then I greet. So because of that person, let me greet now. And I'm going to greet you all specially, one after the other. So let's start with, let me see. Oh, there's a lot actually. So Cheryl, Steven, Gift, Umujalo, Zamio, Mbali, Fatima. I thank you all for joining today's conversation. Thank you so much for coming through. Lindaway, Eva, Ibeneme, Matladi, Erica, Cynthia, Julius. Who else am I seeing here? Johnny Spark. Okay, Kelvin Wachiko. Hi, Kelvin. Oh my God, it's been a while. It's been ages. There's Gift, there's Keletso, there's Onke Bongi, there's Uju Onyire, there's Reflex Matlax, there's Sharil. Reflex, is that a real name? Sounds quite interesting. Okay. Who more? All right. Mamo. We have Mamo. We have Uncle Temi and Mercy Osei. Listen, Ajayi John. Hi, Ajayi John. Okay, so all of you, you're absolutely welcome once again. Thank you all so much for joining. Now, without much further ado, for the 100th time, let's start with today's conversation. Okay, so we already know how the ultimate veto power gameplay started. We already know who won. We already know how hectic it was. But there's something you all do not really know about, and I'll tell you. Now, to be very frank with you all, I was very happy that Sister Mara did not win the ultimate veto power gameplay. And I'll tell you why. And please, don't hate me. Please, don't be upset. Don't get overly worked up, all right? I know a lot of you are going to say, oh, Glory, you don't like Sister Mara. You hate Sister Mara. Calm down and listen to my reasons, okay? Calm down. Now, I was excited Sister Mara did not win the Ultimate Power video game play, not out of spite, not in a malicious way, but because I wanted him to learn a lesson. And I hope he has learned that lesson. Now, since Sister Mara became, I think, was it end of us for the second time when he swapped tools for vinyl, which is veto power, whatever. When he started talking about, okay, before even then, when he goes into the diary room for his nomination process, and when Biggie asked him to give a reason for nominating who he nominates, every other housemate would give their own reasons, personal reasons, general reasons, whatever kind of reason. But Sister Mara was the only housemate that was constantly giving reasons such as, oh, I am very, very competitive. I feel like this person is not doing enough to be in this house. I want to see more from this person. I want to see more. I am not seeing them doing a lot. You know the way he gesticulates. I am not seeing them do a lot. I want to see them do more. I want to see them come out of their shell. When he does all those his dramatics, giving his reasons, it really upsets me. I get really offended. I take it personal, as a matter of fact, because I feel like, dude, 19 of you were selected of the millions of people that applied, auditioned to be in this season of Big Brother and Mzansi. How dare you? I mean, who the hell do you think you are to conclude that people are not doing enough to deserve to be in Biggie's house? Like, how, dude? How? How? Guys, that thing really, really upsets me because in as much as Sister Mara poses to be very, very intelligent, very smart, very, very quick to reasoning, every time he makes that statement, I realize how shallow-minded he is. And this is not an insult, it's just an observation. I realize how shallow-minded he is because, to be very frank with you all guys, everybody that goes into Biggie's house, they have a strategy. Most of them, they claim they don't have a strategy. But most of them, at the end of the day, you begin to see their strategy. Even they don't even know that they are playing a strategy because automatically being in such an environment, a tensed up environment, an enclosed space, a confined space, when things are thrown at you, you find yourself navigating through all of those dramatics, all of those activities in the house in a very strategic way or a manipulative way. There's no clean way to being in Biggie's house, to be very honest. There's no clean way. There's no innocent way. Trust me, whoever is acting innocent in Biggie's house, trust me, there's always an ulterior motive behind it. I said it. So I keep asking myself that what makes Sister Mara think that the people he normally nominates and gives those reasons about, what makes him think that they are actually not playing a strategy? What makes him think that they are not doing enough? What makes him think they are not doing what they have to do to survive in Biggie's house? The one that really, really upset me was Nale and Vino's reasons. For Nale, he said, I want to see her do more. I want to see her do more. I want more from her. I am expecting more. At the end of the day, when they had their Valentine's Day, whatever, when they presented cards to each other, and Sister Mara gave a card to Nale, he said something. He said, oh, Nale, I used to be confused about you. I'm just paraphrasing. I'm not saying verbatim what he said that day. So he was basically insinuating that now he can relate with Nale more because this week, Nale literally let her hair down. And what he meant was when they go for the party, Nale literally stopped being all that bougie and classy woman, So Nale was literally Tuli is saying that she calm down. No, I'm not going to calm down. I mean, today I'm out to blast people. So Nale literally kind of came down off her high horse just a tad bit, just to reduce the standard a bit, all those high class, high flying lady that she used to be. She had to bring it down a bit. And that kind of made her more relatable to Sister Mara. And we all know how Sister Mara is in the house. He's all over the place. He's very energetic. He's very, very assertive. He's very, very playful. He's always dancing. He's always singing. He's always shouting, oh, my God. All those spiritual songs that he's always singing. He's always all of that and more. And I love him to be that way because He's just being who he is. Or it could be that he's playing the strategy as well. Yeah? So, guys, I was now asking myself, so for you to be saying that you want to see people be more, in other words, you're saying that you want them to be like you, which he actually confirmed when he was now using his veto power for vinyl. What was his reason? Oh, vinyl is not competitive enough. I want to see more. I want to see more. And then Vinyl tried his best to prove it when they played the Can You Stand It challenge on the patio, when they were all asked to. Mbali said Sister Mara is an entire choir by himself. You are so right. Like anytime he starts like something like, okay, here we go again. Here we go again. But I enjoy all of his spiritual songs and all those dramatics. Yeah. So Vinyl tried to prove himself when they were playing that Can You Stand It challenge. That was why even after all the other housemates gave up, Vinyl still stood, with Sister Mara. But then sadly, it got tired and he gave up. So Sister Mara emerged the winner. And ever since then, guys, ever since Sister Mara had that conversation with Vinyl in the garden, when Vinyl was asking him, what is your exact reason for saving someone else and putting me up for eviction? Sister Mara's only reason was, I don't just want to see you as Vinyl Terry's boyfriend, Vinyl in the house. I want to see more. Still bringing out that crappy reason again. I want to see more. Guys, I was really pissed. And ever since then, I'm not going to lie to you all. I started praying in my heart that anytime there's an arena game, anytime there's a challenge in that house, even when it comes to the very, very important challenge, I don't want Sister Mara to win it. Any other person can win it, but I don't want Sister Mara to win it. Guys, I'm being as frank as I can be to you all right now. I was literally praying for that. And I will say this again, not in a malicious way, not in a petty way, but because I want Sister Mara to learn a lesson that being competitive does not mean you have to be loud all the time. Being competitive, being in biggest house does not mean you have to be noisy. It does not mean you have to be doing the most for you to be seen. It does not mean as a guy you have to dress like a woman or wear makeup all the time. Being in biggest house means that Big Brother or the organizers, they saw something in you during your auditions that they liked, whether by virtue of connections you have or whatever, whether by virtue of your own power or your own doing or your own qualification. They saw something and they told themselves that, okay, if this person is in this house, this person is going to bring a different kind of spice to the house. And guys, I can beat my chest right now and say that of all the 19 housemates, inclusive of QV, that took a voluntary exit, they all left a mark, an imprint in Biggie's house. They entertained us in one way or the other. Look at, for instance, Norman that was evicted. Guys, Norman's eviction pained me. Why? Because Norman was bringing this Lord Baelish kind of vibe, very manipulative, very, very sneaky, very conniving. Every time you see Norman is shh. I loved it because I wanted to see where all of that was going to lead him to in the game. Yeah, everybody was bringing one thing or the other. And I wanted to see more, just like Sister Mara. I wanted to see more, But then sadly, everybody has to go and one person has to emerge the winner. So for Sister Mara not to have won the ultimate veto power, guys, I can beat my chest and say I was literally praying about it. That, oh Lord, any other person can win it. Thando can win, Themba can win, Tools can win, but please, not Sister Mara. Because I wanted him to learn a lesson that any other person can be competitive. Guys, look at Tato. Look at Tato. Tato stood on that one spot for over 10 hours. 10 freaking hours. She's female, remember? Yeah, she's female. And she looks petite. She looks small. When you see someone like Tato, you can easily write her off that this one, she cannot stand the test of that ultimate veto power gameplay. But guess what? She stood. And then some people were actually saying that she was on her period. I don't know. I did not hear Tato say she was on her period. So some people, I don't know if they were actually exaggerating or if they were actually being honest. But all of that does not really matter to me. What really matters to me is that Tato stood there But was she showing herself to be as competitive as Sister Mara? Hell no. Look at Themba. Was Themba showing himself to be as competitive as Sister Mara? Hell no. Was Themba showing more? No. But hey, he won the ultimate veto power gameplay. Whether he emerges the winner of this season or not, dude, he won in a standing physical match. He stood there, he won. Sister Mara gave up. He was tired. When he was dropping the ball and the plates, do you know what I was saying over here? I was like, Oga, I want to see more. I want to see you stand more. I don't want you to, if you drop the plate, I was basically doing all of that dramatics over here, guys. I wanted to see more. I wanted to see if he could win, but I was actually praying for him not to. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I was actually doing that. So, still on the ultimate veto power gameplay. I'm actually seeing some very interesting comments here. Eva said, I must admit, I wanted Themba to take Tato with him to the finale. Yeah, I understand. Kojo Kalen said, as for me, I also wanted him not to win because I didn't want her drama with singing. with singing. Oh my God, you are very funny. There is some other comments. Someone said Batong Glory. Please, what's the meaning of Batong? I see a lot of Batong in my comment section. Can someone please explain the meaning of Batong, please? I want to learn. And yeah, Ajayi John said yes. Thank you very much. Pius said, I don't want the selfish housemates winning arena games. They hide food and alcohol. Yeah, very annoying if you ask me. Hi, Mickey. Kojo said, is the more for me. Kelvin said, the way you say more glory, my dear, the more said tire me. Mbali said, I won't lie, I wanted Tamara to win, but I get what you're saying. She needed to be humble. Exactly. But Mbali, thank you so much for making that statement. That was the word I was looking for. Humbled. I wanted Sister Mara to be humbled, and he was humbled. And again, he was shown again when they were asked, or rather instructed, to go and plead their case with Themba to pick them to the finals. Did you see the pride, guys? I saw a meme on Twitter. Somebody put someone that was handcuffed and was ready to go to jail, and the caption was Biggie telling Sister Mara to beg Themba to take him to the finals. Sister Mara, then the person pointed down to the person that was handcuffed to jail. I saw that meme and I laughed so hard, and I told myself, that is exactly what happened. Yes. Sister Mara has so much pride and so much confidence. And listen, it's a good thing to have pride, of course. But then sometimes, what's that thing they say again? Pride comes before a mother freaking fall. Yeah. That was what happens to Sister Mara on 2 mother freaking occasions, as a matter of fact. Yeah, the first one was the ultimate veto power gameplay. He lost. He could not stand it anymore. And then when they were pleading their case, dude, go and plead your case. Sister Mara went into that throne room and was giving us a thesis about, since I came into the house, I've been very, very competitive. I've played my game, I've you can see the way I played the arena games. You can see the way I was winning. I said, bruh, do you understand what you're freaking doing right now? You are supposed to be trying to convince someone that wants to emerge the winner of the 2 million rands, the house, and the car. You're supposed to be begging the person to take you along to the finals so that you and other people will fight against that person or compete against that person in the finals to win. And you are coming here to come and sing your accolades, to come and sing your achievements in the house. Oh, it shows that I've won Head of House twice. I've won arena games more than twice. My dude, you are coming to come and give Themba more reasons why he should not pick you. You're giving him more reasons why you are a threat to him. You're giving him more reasons why he should not take along with him to the finals a solid competition like you. And this is supposed to be a game of manipulation, a game of betrayal, as our darling Latricia would put it. So guys, I felt like Sister Mara shot himself in the leg twice, and I was really happy when he had his diary session, and he admitted to Big Brother that yes, he felt like he really shot himself in the leg twice. So for the ultimate veto power gameplay, I was really happy that Themba won. I was also excited with Themba's choices. I did an entire video explaining why I wanted Themba to choose the people he did, and it was as if my voice was echoing in Themba's head, and Themba went ahead and chose those two without Libu and Tools, and I am super excited about his choice. And now it's going to be a stiff competition come next weekend because, guys, to be very frank with you, I saw a mock voting polls online. I cannot say for sure if that voting poll that I saw is actually legit, but let's wait and see. Your fave just might be going home. Those I did not tell you. Your fave just might be going home tomorrow. Let me go ahead and check out the comments. Oh, okay. Thuli said Batong is an exclamation like Omo and pronounced Batong. Oh, okay. So it's like saying Omo in Nigerian slang. Okay. Thank you so much, Thuli. Umu said he or she wants to show off. Yeah. Eva said, Paul swallowed her pride. Did you all see how she begged Themba to take her along? I expected to see Tamara plead more. Exactly. I saw that as well. Melvi said, hello, Gloria. I was waiting for Themba to win. I didn't sleep that day. I've been hospitalized if Sister Mara won the battle. Kojo Kalen said, when he was pleading, I was like, Bravo, are you serious or do you understand the English? Plead. Exactly my point. I was confused. I'm like, Sister Mara, what the hell are you doing? You're not pleading, you're bragging. Erica said, Gloria, please, I'm on the floor cracking. Please do not crack up real good. All right. Anyways, guys, that was that about one of the major events that happened this week. It was all about the ultimate veto power gameplay. I mean, the world was on a standstill. Just saying the world. It doesn't mean that the entire world, okay? The world was on a standstill. People wanted to see the outcome, the result of that gameplay, and I was really satisfied with the outcome. Now, moving on to the next thing we'll be talking about, which is actually the main thing we'll be talking about today, the strategies of the top 8 housemates. I'm going to start with Themba, all right? So this is what I'm going to do. I know that a lot of you have a lot to contribute, a lot to say. So let it not be a one-way conversation, all right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to share the link to this conversation right now in the comment section, okay? So I'm going to say, okay, we're going to talk about Themba. If you want to talk about Themba's strategy, according to how you as a viewer sees it, click on that link. Both of us are going to have a conversation, and then I'm going to talk about tools. I will put the link again, or if you already have the link, if you want to talk about tools' strategy, you click on the link, you come online, we'll talk about it, all right? So we're going to do it like that so that it's in sync, because if I decide to talk about all 8 of them, I'm going to waste your time. I'm going to waste my time, and it's going to be a very, very lengthy conversation today. So let me do this. I'm going to put the link on there, and if you want to talk about Themba with me, just click on the link and you'll be live. Okay, so I have shared the link right now. So the first housemate I will be talking about is Themba. When Themba got into the house and I saw Themba, the first thing that came to my mind was, okay, what do we expect from this tattoo boy? You know, if you all watched the live launch show the very first day, you recall that the moment the whole housemates were introduced into the mansion, after Lawrence had welcomed them, they had talked, they went to the garden and they went to, chill at the garden and catch up and get to know each other or one another. Themba had gone straight up into the jacuzzi. He had sat down inside the jacuzzi and Nale had joined him. Afterwards, the very next day, moving forward, Themba had been very, very reserved, very, very quiet. He had been very observant, studying around his environment, watching everybody, just looking at what's going on. And then, okay, I need to address this now. Somebody said, how can you pray for someone's downfall? This isn't right at all. Okay, so if you're saying I prayed for someone's downfall, then you are giving me too much credit. You're saying that, Glory, you're very powerful, almost like a god. You're very, sis. Okay, maybe you didn't hear what I said. I was not praying for Sister Mara's downfall from a very malicious point of view. No, I wasn't doing so from a very, very negative space. No, I was doing so because I needed to be humbled. If you can't accept that, it's fine. Opinions are different, okay? So we have people on here right now. I saw like two people before. Where are you, Eunice? Okay, so as I was saying about Themba, I'm going to add these people now, so I'll just go ahead and talk. Hello? Hello?
Hi.
Okay. If you're going to join this live stream, please make sure we can see you, please, all right? Make sure we can see you. Make sure you're fully connected to Wi-Fi or whatever sort of internet connection you have so that we can see you and hear you loud and clear. So the link is right there. Go ahead and click on the link. So as I was saying, Themba was in that house, very, very reserved, quiet, observant, and even when they were instructed by Big Brother to tell their stories, share about themselves one after the other, Themba was one of those housemates that did not really share much. Yeah. I think the only time he really did try to share was when he was having a conversation with Venus. That was about 2 weeks ago, I think. And he opened up a bit about his business. Yes, his business was struggling, one thing or the other was happening. But according to him, the reason why he did not really want to share much about his personal life is because he did not want anybody to use the information that he had about him against him. And guys, Themba is quite right. In this life, sometimes there are certain people that are not really emotionally intelligent enough to stomach the information you give to them about your life. So the moment you open your mouth and you tell them things about you, some of them go as far as using that information against you. Yeah. So sometimes that's why you find out that a lot of people do rather not even say things about themselves because they do not want to endanger their personal space. So that was what Themba was doing. Themba did not really share much. However, in the midst of his quiet, was a resounding mind that was filled with strategy, that was filled with observation. He was observing, he was soaking in information from people. And it's not like Themba was walking around the house like a deaf and dumb. No, he was not mute. Themba was moving around the house like a fragile person, moving around the house like sometimes like the victim, sometimes like that person that doesn't really know what to say. But whilst he was doing that, he was gaining information from everybody, studying who could potentially be the strongest contender in the house and who could potentially be the weakest link in the house. He was also studying people's mindset. Can this person be loyal? Can this person have integrity or not? And that was how he made the right choice in picking his alliance in the house in Libo and Tools. Because if you ask me, his alliance with them actually really worked to a great extent. He tried forming an alliance with Gashwan, but it did not really work because Gashwan too is a ranger on his own. He says one thing and then he does the other thing. So if you ask me about Themba's strategy, I will sum it up to be one person who came with the strategy of silence. When you have so much silence, people do not really know if you are predictable or not. Themba presented himself to be very unpredictable. He came with the strategy of silence. Silence in the sense that he will instigate things and he will move away in silence. He will come back in silence, steal information that he wants, get what he wants, and then he will move back in silence. And that was how he was doing it to and fro and to and fro. And to some extent, Themba was able to gather so much information that it played to his advantage at the end of the day. We have Timothy here. Hi.
Hi,
Can you hear
Glory.
me?
Yes, I can
Hi.
hear you.
Good afternoon.
Good
Great.
afternoon. Greetings from
How are
Uganda.
you?
I'm okay.
Where are you
Uganda.
from?
Uganda.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining from Uganda. So do you want to talk about Themba's strategy with me?
Beg your pardon?
So do you want to discuss Themba's strategy with me?
Well, I've just joined, so I didn't know what you even were talking about. Could you maybe, I didn't hear the question well.
Okay, so what we're doing right now is we're analyzing the strategies of the top 8 housemates, all right? So I
Yeah.
started with Themba, and I said that if anybody wants to talk about Themba with me, you join the conversation and then tell me how you perceive Themba's strategy. So I have just talked about what I perceived from Themba's strategy. I don't know if you have something to say about that.
Ah, okay. Well, according to how I've been observing.
Oh no, his network just flipped. That's sad. Umogbai, your network is really bad. I would advise that you log out and log back in. Franklio, your devices are not connected as I can see over here. So log out, connect your device, and then log back in. Anyways, as I was saying, for Themba's strategy, guys, I felt like he came in with the strategy of silence. Yes, he moved in a very, very coded way. And with that, he was able to gather as much information as he could about the housemates. He was able to see through those people who he felt were fake, not like they were actually fake, but in his own opinion, people who he felt were fake, people who he felt he could play the game with, people who he felt he could ally himself with to get through to the finals. And he was able to successfully do that with Libo and tools. All right. So me, I think Themba really played a very, very good game. And also another strategy that was actually brilliant, in my opinion, was the one Themba picked up along the way in the house. I don't know if it was week 4 when they had that play, that drama play. Themba had casted as Dracula. Okay, Themba has casted as Dracula. So casting as Dracula, I feel like Themba discovered something from that character that he played of Dracula. So Jude must have sat down and thought about it that okay, if I start talking like Dracula, I could literally get away with a lot of nasty things I'm going to be saying in this house. I could literally get away with a lot of revelations, a lot of mind blowing things I'll be doing and saying in this house, and people will only laugh about it. People will only see it as a joke, and I will get away with it. And that was exactly what Themba did. So he picked on that character of Dracula to communicate his true feelings. And guys, listen, let me tell you something. If you want to get Themba's true feelings, true perception about something, do not take Themba serious when he's having a common conversation with the normal English language or the normal way of speaking. Pay attention to Themba more when he is talking like Dracula. That is when you will know what is really in the deepest part of Themba's mind. That is when you will get to find out the truth of what Themba is thinking about a situation, an event, anything in that house. But you see, when Themba is speaking normal English, which is very, very rare in that house, trust me, Themba is not saying the truth. In my opinion, I feel like Themba is actually being the most honest when he is in his Dracula mood. And it works to his advantage, even till now, because Themba has used that Dracula language to insult people, to curse out people, to expose people. Oh God. You know what? Let me add this amazing human. We have Kojo Kallen. Hi, Kojo.
Hello, hi.
Good afternoon.
Hello. Yeah, good afternoon, Glory. I'm Kuju
How
from
are
Ghana.
you? From Ghana. Nice. I heard your name and I knew it started with Kojo. You're welcome to today's conversation.
Yeah. Um,
Okay.
about Themba. Uh,
Yes.
I would say I see a lot of myself in Themba because he's one person. When he came to the house, it took time to study each and every person in the house. He didn't just jump like, oh, I'm here, let me have fun, let me talk about this, let me. He studied each and every person, and he knew whatever person had a strength in and a weakness in, and that informed his decision about the alliance he made. Because when he started with Gash One, it was like that on and off kind of thing. But when he got to choose and Libo, he saw them the loyalty side of them, and that informed his decision in joining the alliance. Themba it was also chilled. Everyone felt like okay because he doesn't give much to like all those loud ones in the house like Terry, like Tamara and all those people. But I felt in his own way he was trying to oversee what everyone looked like and how well he can relate with everyone on their different levels. On their different levels. So I think with Themba,
Yeah.
his approach was very calm, but insightful. Because I remember, I think one of his diary sessions, he mentioned something about knowing the people who control the crowd. That in that he thought to be one person that was like controlling other people. Like most of them were like follow back, follow me back, those kind of things. So they didn't actually have their minds of their own. It was mostly like, okay, this person said this, okay, let's do it this way. This person said this, let's do it. So he took time to know all of these things, and that's informed decision. And I was happy when he chose, because I was really rooting for Libo to be chosen by Themba. And when he chose Libo, I was very happy.
I really like what you said. Before I continue, for those of you who want to join this conversation, I've dropped the link in the comment section. Just go ahead and click on it. So I really love what you said, when Themba was looking for the people that really control the crowd, and that was where tools came into the picture. Tools came into the picture as that one person that was a great influencer in the house. He did not have to be loud. He did not have to be noisy. You see, and if you notice, the people that are loud this season, it's not been to their advantage. If you notice, the most powerful people in the show this season, they are the quiet ones. They are the ones that do not have to sing and shout and scream and dance. Look at Bbmzansi, Gashwan, Themba. Those three people. They are the silent. They move around like breeze in the house. You rarely know that they exist in that house, but they're actually doing things, and the things that they are doing it to influence the mindset of the viewing public, not necessarily the mindset of the housemates in the house. Although in their own little way, they were also influencing the housemates' decision one way or the other, either in a negative way or in a positive way. Right. So I like what you said, that Themba really had a good eye for sieving out the people who were big on loyalty, who were big on integrity. And that was people like Tools and Libo, because he also saw through them that, okay, these people, they are really scared. They're looking for someone that is more confident in the alliance and in the decisions they are making. So like standing as the balance for both of them, they came together and they made that decision. And he also saw through Terry as well, that Terry cannot be trusted because she's loud. People that are very loud sometimes, their mouth, it's like a basket. Whatever you pour inside, it leaks through.
Yeah.
So sometimes you cannot trust them with vital information. So he saw through all of that as well. And that was why his alliance with Terry, for him, it did not really matter at all. Yeah, please continue.
So with and also with Themba, one thing I find fascinating about Themba right now is, I don't know how he played you see now he was first with Venus, and now the kind of play he's doing with Info kind of like confuses me a lot, because I feel, okay, he's a playful type, I understand, but
are you there, Kojo? Kojo, maybe you should disconnect and then maybe you should log out and come back in so that we can actually hear you. Okay. All right. Kojo was making very, very valid points, and I really loved where he was coming from. So let me see if I can add Kojo again. Okay. Hi, Kojo. Okay, it's gone. Anyways, I've said what I want to say about Themba. If any of you has anything more to add to that, then just click on the link in the comment section and join us. Right now, I'm moving on to Tools' strategy. I've actually given a bit of a highlight about Tools' strategy on my last two videos, but I'm just going to go ahead and talk about it again. So, initially, when Tools came into the house, started off as the voice of reasoning in the house, whenever they were having conversations, that mature voice, that voice that is very, very deep and rich, rich baritone. People want to hear him talk. People want to hear him speak. And when he speaks, people respect him. People literally, see, it's like this, yeah? It's like a home. There's the father. No matter how that family is, no matter how that home is, it's just like a natural thing that plays in the minds of the people around the father. People naturally follow the voice of the father because they feel like the voice of the father, is the voice of reason. So it all played out in Tools' personality. He's not the oldest male in the house, but he looks like the oldest male. Because I think Vino was actually older than him. So Tools had the image, the symbol of the father of the house. And also looking at the fact that he was the first person to win the head of house this season. So it was quite natural that whenever there was a decision-making process to be carried out, people would naturally, lean in towards Tools more than any other person. Because of course, when he got into the house, he was the first person that won the head of house challenge. And so it was very natural for you to just say, okay, this guy is obviously a born leader. And when you look at the definition of a leader, what do leaders do? Leaders influence. Yes, they influence the mindset of other people to follow their decisions, to follow their ideas. And that was exactly what Tools was doing. It worked for him in week 1. And even the second week, I think Terry was the head of house that second week. If you notice, Tools still had some level of influence in the house. So playing the role of the voice of reason in the house, it kind of plays to his advantage a lot. And besides that, another thing that Tools was doing was, I just saw a very, very funny comment. B. Williams said, when Dracula talks, he leaves a sting, of course. Yes, very, very. Okay, Lovett is saying, Terry, yeah, thank you very much. I presume you're talking about the second head of house for this season. Yeah, Terry. So, another thing again that Tools was doing, Tools was playing the role of the nice guy in the house. He wanted to be that person that people can actually talk to and feel safe around. So he was literally doing away with every single iota of toxicity away from him and around him. He wanted to be a safe space for people to come through and feel comfortable talking to him. Yes, he wanted to be that go-to person that when people are confused about certain decisions in the house, they come to him to talk about it. And that's why you notice that most of the people that had issues in the house, aside Mpoa Badimo and Ntabi, but every other housemate that had issues in the house, whether with Tuzo, whether with any other person, you'll still find them crawling back to Tools to go and complain about that problem to Tools. Why? Because he was the voice of reason. Why? Because he was like the father figure in the house. He was that one person that whether he takes your side or not, he always has a way of saying something that will make you feel good about yourself, about the situation. And even when he wanted to blame you for being at fault, there was always a way that he will put it and it will not come off stinging you. Yeah. So Tools was very good at doing that. That was his strategy. The strategy was very good. And then of recent, guys, Tools had actually revealed to Big Brother or disclosed to Big Brother that all those things he was doing, they were actually manipulation. That he had to play the game of manipulation to ensure that it got through to people and sometimes set people up against themselves and against each other just so that whilst they are at loggerheads, he would find an easy passage to pass through and see where it led him. It brought him down to the finals. So if you ask me, I would say that Tools played an amazing game. Not just being an influencer, but also understanding the art of persuasion, also understanding the art of observation. English will not kill me. The art of observation. Yes. I mean, last night he was explaining. First page is saying it's that Jersey glory. Nah, I think he also did a lot of brain work. I mean, last night I listened to Tools, discussing with Libo and Sister Mara, explaining the little tips and tricks that he had used to study the game whilst in the house, not even outside the house, and how much it had actually helped him in his decision-making process, and how much it had actually helped him to understand, what any move he made in the house would be to his game. And I loved what he explained about, choosing someone or saving someone with your veto power. What is that going to do? It's automatically going to tie you together with that person. It's going to create a bond that is not really necessary. That person is going to feel entitled to your safe, or you are going to feel entitled to that person. So all of these things, guys, I really give kudos to Tools. He played an amazing game. And I'm still amazed at the fact that this is one person that was never really up for eviction. And guess what? He scaled through to the finals. Hi, Precious.
Hi, Glory. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. I'm glad to be back, Glory.
I am happy to see you. You sound like Yoli just now.
She was my fave. She was my fave. She
Yeah.
represented us very well.
Yeah, I really love her too.
Yeah, no,
Welcome. Okay,
yes. No, Glory,
so which
the
topic you
topic
want to
today
talk
is
about?
really great.
Sorry?
No, I like the topic today. The strategies, what you introduced, the topic is really great today. I love it.
Okay.
We get to dissect each and every person because I know this is very difficult, especially if you have a fave. I've never been shy to say Themba is my fave, but it doesn't mean that I don't have any other people that whose characteristics and whose game I like. Like for example, I love Terry, and it would be sad for her not to be in the top 5. So not necessarily because you want somebody else to win, you now hate all the other 20 housemates. It doesn't work like that. So I want to
Yeah.
talk about tools because you just spoke about tools. I'll be very
Okay.
honest. I don't know how many people will be, but I'll be very honest. I was shocked by Tools' game because I figured it out late.
Yes.
So we all thought, we all just went on a hate train. Yes. We all just went on a hate train. How we hate Tools with his 12.5 kg lips, whatever. But we weren't watching his game. And only the time when he started revealing his game, we were like, oh shit, this dude was actually playing a game. When he says he was being manipulative, what you said being the voice of reason, that was also his game. And I think what helped him a lot was the first week because he was the first head of house. And then he
Yes.
has that commanding voice and a commanding presence. And he's very easy to talk to. He's jovial. So he welcomes you in a sense. You feel safe with him. You don't feel like, oh my gosh, whatever I'm saying is going to be taken. You know, you feel that he's going to understand you. So that's a great game. Even though he wasn't loved outside, in the house, he's the best gamer in Big Brother.
Yeah.
I don't know with Big Brother Niger. I had someone make it to the final without being nominated.
No, I think Angel was nominated. Was it twice? I don't think.
Oh,
Oh, Diane.
no
Diane was
one
nominated
in Big
once.
Brother.
I think
Diane was
Diane
even
from the
nominated.
Canadian.
Yeah, she
She was
was nominated
nominated.
and never nominated again and then left at the end. Yes. So Tools
Yeah.
is a master. We have to give it to him. Whether we like it or not, we have to give it to him. Now, as for
Yeah.
Terry's game, people come here and say they're being themselves. I feel Terry's the first person who actually played themselves in Big Brother. Everyone will give us that speech in the diary room, but I think Terry is herself. She might tweak it there and here and there, but her strategy is just being herself. And I feel she's like that even outside of the house. She's loud. She doesn't listen, or she listens to respond. She's got a bit of a bully mentality. I feel that's who Terry is, even in the outside. That's why she says she only has one friend. It's no shocker, Glory. It's absolutely no shocker because of her personality. You have to be someone very strong to be able to withstand Terry or stand with Terry. I think that's why
Yeah.
even Sis Tamara is crumbling, calling her a female dog. Did you hear that, Glory?
Sorry?
He referred to her as, did you hear Sis Tamara calling Terry a female dog? I don't want to say the word, but it's a
Trust
swear
me,
word.
Tamara has called Terry a lot of names. He has called her a bully. He has called her name. It's endless. When they come out, they'll come and fight it out.
Yes. They will fight it out. So, like I said, you have to be very strong to be friends with Terry. That's why Tamara also fell under the pressure. That's why she showed her true colors. Now, as for
Yeah.
Sis Tamara, her game failed her because she fell in for the lies of Tools. I mean, we wouldn't have a Tools pandemic if it wasn't for Sis Tamara. So her game failed her when she put her trust in the wrong person, in a person who was also playing a game. And Sister Mara failed to see that people see her as a strong contender, so no one is going to want her in the end. So unfortunately for her, she showed her power through her arena games. She showed that she was not just Sister Mara, she was also Uko, which is the masculine part of him. And he doesn't play when he's Uko, but when he's Sister Mara, all of those things. So I think his game failed him in terms of him showing his hand in a game of poker, his whole hand, Gloria. And then who's lost? Mpho Badimu, I'm not going to have a conversation about her because unfortunately, I don't have many good things to say about her, and I don't want to come on this platform and bash her. But what I will say, when she's not in conversation with people, when she's doing presentations, when she is acting, she's absolutely exceptional. But she doesn't do that 90% of the time, unfortunately. So there is nothing I could relate with her, or I can give her kudos, because 90% of the time she's in conversation, and I think she's very, I won't say the word, but when it comes to being talented, being a presenter, executing tasks, she's absolutely brilliant. I wouldn't mind watching her on TV as a presenter. And then Libo, I don't have anything to say about him except that he's one lucky being. Honestly, I don't see a game there. I don't see a game from Libo. I don't want to lie. And then last but not least is Themba. I spoke about Themba last week, so I won't go into detail so that we give platform to other people as well, Glory. I love your platform, but I won't be jealous with it. So with Themba, Themba is he has a don't care attitude, but he is focused on the game, right? So even though his attitude is okay, I'm not here to make friends, but he is focused on the game. So he's clocked in the game. I think that's what worked for him. If he wasn't clocked in the game, like he also had a don't care attitude of the game, I don't think we would have him, or he would have such a huge following.
Yeah.
And then another thing, I'm going to repeat this, Glory, because I see it going around social media. Yes, I'm going to repeat this, Glory, because I see it going around social media.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh my God. Precious, please come back. Please come back. Oh my God. No network formed against this conversation shall prosper. Precious. Oh my God, Precious, please come back. Okay, you know what? Let me do this. I'm just gonna, Precious, please, if you can come back, it's gonna be amazing for you to come back, guys. I was really digging that, analysis that she was giving right there. You see, that is why I love conversations like this. It doesn't always have to be Glory giving her own perspective, because hey, my perspective does not rule the world. At the end of the day, everybody has a perspective to share. So I'm just going to quickly go ahead and share the link to this conversation again. I do not want to be the only person talking here. All right. As I said, if you're just joining us, we are analyzing the strategies of the top 8 Bbmzansi season 3 housemates. So I have dropped the link right now. Please click on that link and join us. I can see Mickey right here. Hi, Mickey.
Hi, Glory.
Mickey.
Hi, how are you?
Mickey, were you eating? See your cheeks.
No, I just got from my bed. I've been sleeping. I'm a bit cautious. I'm a bit high. But
I can't hear you, Mickey.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can't hear you. You have to use Mickey. Come on, Mickey. Mickey,
Hello?
Give us some volume. Come on.
The volume is on. Hello? The volume
Give
is
us
on.
some volume.
Hello?
Listen, Mickey, hold on a second. I'm bringing back Precious to finish what she was saying, so just hold on. And Precious, welcome back. I'm glad you're back. Please continue from where you stopped.
Let me go grab my charger.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, sorry, Glory. I think there's something wrong with the network. I'm just going to say one thing and then I'm going to let others have a chance. Thank you for welcoming me back, Glory.
All right, Precious. Thank you.
So what I wanted to say is for Themba, there's a narrative that's still going around the internet, which I really want to kill. We all seen Themba's game, whether you like it or not. He worked hard. He played his game smartly. What I hate is the fact, and South Africans will resonate with this, I hate the fact that people say we are supporting Themba because he's from the hood. I think that is a huge insult. And even Tool says it now and again in the house. Themba asked him, did you ever think I was going to make it to the final? And Tools was like, yes, because you're from Ekas, you're from the hood. They reduced Themba to the fact that he's just from the hood. So that's what I wanted to make the clarification. Thank you, Gloria.
You know what, Precious, before you leave, thank you so much for bringing that point. And this is the essence of this
Gloria?
conversation today. Yeah, this is the essence of this conversation today. Us analyzing, oh my God, and network is bad. Let me just go ahead and say it. So this is the essence of this conversation today. Us analyzing the strategies of these housemates. Listen, Nutrition, you're welcome. Let me quickly finish up with what I'm saying, and then we'll come back to you. Listen, guys, I do not, for any reason, believe or accept that Themba is in the finals because he's from the hood. I might not really understand what's going on in South Africa, because the truth is, I realized on Twitter that Twitter Nigeria is different from Twitter South Africa. So whatever is trending in South Africa on Twitter is kind of different from whatever is trending on Twitter in Nigeria. So all of that narrative, I have not really come across it on Twitter. If not, I would have picked it up and completely cancelled it. Themba has played a very, very smart and strategic game on the show. Just like Tools, just like Terry, just like Tato and Gashwan, we're going to come and analyze those more strategies. Just like Libo, just like Mpowabadimu, all top 8 housemates, they have played a very, very strategic game so far. We might think, okay, maybe Tools and Libo, they are the weakest link. Well, that is because we've not really tested their strength outside the house by virtue of being up for eviction. But we're talking about people that have actually really played the game. They've played their game. As a matter of fact, if nobody mentioned that Themba is from the wood, I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. What I'm really particular about is, what are these people doing to survive in the house, to sustain whatever game they're playing, and to possibly make it to the top 5. And look at it. Okay, if not for anything, guys, let's even look at the ultimate Victor Power gameplay. This dude stood for over 12 hours. Was it written on his head that he's from the hood by standing on that one spot? Was it written on his head? Come on, please. Let's cancel. Cancel culture should be effective right now. Let's cancel that narrative. I feel like it's totally unfair. It is brutal, and it is gutter perception to think that Themba or maybe Tools or anything, blah, nah, it's crap. All right. So that aside, let me quickly welcome Mickey again and Latricia. Latricia, you've got a lot of people that love you. They've been asking, where is Latricia? Oh my God, when is she coming? So look at someone. Mbali is literally hyping you up there in the comment section. I don't know if you want to give a shout out to Mbali, Latricia.
Okay, hi Mbali.
Yeah, see, Eva is super excited that you're back. So guys, your Latricia is here, so we're going to be having a rich conversation. So Latricia, let me quickly go back to Mickey since he was here first. Mickey, we are analyzing the strategies of the top 8 housemates. Okay. Which one do you want to analyze? Let's hear from you.
I think Themba. See, right from the day one, when
Mickey, you're very low. Do you want to use your headphone and use your mouthpiece so we can hear you?
Hello. I'm using my laptop. Except if I should go on my phone.
You're very low. You're very low.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, okay, let me log off and come back again.
All right. That's fine. Yeah. All right. Okay. Latricia, whilst Mickey is doing so, you especially welcome to today's conversation.
Thank you.
I am loving the pink. It's giving so much freshness.
Although I'm late today, I caught you when I came in. You had already started, but I said as long as it's on, I'm going in.
Yes, I am happy regardless you're here. Yeah. So we're talking about the strategies of the top 8 housemates. I would love to hear from you. Which of them do you want to talk about? Let's fire on.
Yes, I want to say, let me start with Tools. Tools, like I said last week, and I'm happy Terry and Mpo, they also noticed that Tools played white money's game. So, and it worked for him. It was his strategy. It is okay. It worked for him. So he was nice with everybody, and it took him to the top And although we really don't know his strength, so I'm not in a position to can say Tools is weak or strong. I can't. And it's frustrating me because we don't know more or less. And then Libo also played a strategy as well, although I don't know exactly which part, because when he started to form an alliance with Terry and Tools, I think I didn't get it, but then yes, I realized that they have a strategy. So I think that was his strategy. He realized that, okay, Mpho is strong, but Mpho is always on the chopping board. So forming an alliance with her, I think that's what he thought. And he thought, okay, let me go to the people who I think they are strong, and they are always not on the chopping board. They're always not an option. So Mpho, I think the reason why he did not form an alliance with Mpho, he thought that no, Mpho is always a convenient choice for everybody to can vote. And moving to Themba. Themba also played his game. He could see that he is a convenient choice. Somehow he had to change whatever that he changed, the Dracula thing. I think it also worked for him because he was just like Mpho and Getwan. So they were convenient choices. They were always being on the chopping board. Yes. So somehow he changed, maybe because he doesn't know what the chopping board will bring for him. So, and it also worked for him because, as I always say, Themba is one housemate who is really playing the game of betrayal, betraying everybody, getting in and out of here until he really got what he wanted, which is an alliance with Tools, I think Terry and Libo as well. So, and moving to Terry also, it worked for her. And Terry took a position of being an alpha female, but he didn't really put it in the guys' faces. And he got a favor of the guys because he was fronting with Tools, I can say that from my view. She was fronting with Tools, and then Tools is favored by everybody. Then the fact that she is annoying and interfering and not listening and what, it was not really seen. Because if you can remember, Dinky did mention it when Terry was first head of house. She said, but she's always like this. Maybe that is in her. It's her character. She is a person who always wants to talk, always wants to be listened to. I don't have a problem with that. Maybe that is her strong point. So she's been smart to gang up with people that are not of interest in the house. Then when the housemates look at Terry, they look at her like they're looking at Tools and Libo and whoever. And Libo also, the gaming thing, it also worked for her, like for him, like it worked for Saga. So you're always somehow in the good books of everybody. Then who else is
Before
there?
you continue, Latricia, sorry for cutting you short. Before you continue, I want to comment on Harry making an alliance with Libo and Tools. Now, you mentioned something. Harry is an alpha female. Did you in any way at any time notice that Terry's alliance with Tools and Libo was because she thought she could influence their decisions because she's very, very assertive? Did you notice that there were times she would do things and think that they were pushovers, like they were gullible enough to buckle under her own pressure? Did you notice? Did you notice? There was a time she was actually doing that. And because Libo is that one person that he's very calm. He laughs when you want him to laugh. And when you are sad, he takes your side, he gives you a shoulder. He was doing all of that. And that was why Mpho was also very disappointed that, this guy that posed himself to be very, very, subdued. Look at him now. He's all over the place. So Terry, I felt like at the point when Terry made that alliance with Libo and Tools, I felt like she did that to kind of influence their decisions, not knowing that the Tools that she was creating alliance with is actually the influencer in the house. Yeah. Please carry on.
Yes, she actually wanted to be the Tools, I think, Terry. The thing that she wanted, I think she also wanted to be that alpha female, as you're saying, and to be the actual Tools. Then the game surprised her somehow.
Yes.
And since Tamara noticed that, Tamara did notice that, that's where we started to be a snake. We can call it being a snake, but she did notice that because she once mentioned in her diary session and said, she is my friend, but then I will not allow the friendship to put me in a corner where I will not be able to move or decide because of her or decide according to her. I will not allow that. She did want, back there, she did mention something like that. And as I was moving on, who else is in the house? Geshwan and Mpho. Geshwan and Mpho. somehow their strategy, the two of them, I can say it has a similarity. I just don't know how you will see it. They realize they are only on the talking board and they survive. I guess they just said, so let hell break loose. Because if you can remember, Mpa once said to Ntabi, the meaning of Bekele Beke must, is week in, week out. So every week, she said, you know what? I've made peace when she was nominated the third time. I've made peace with my position. I'm a convenient choice. So be it. Bekele Beke. I will be the slogan. She did mention that when Ntabi was still in the house. So I think she decided that, you know what? I'm on the chopping board. I cannot change the people's minds. And remember, there was a point where they were not nominating her because they want her out. They were nominating her because she's strong. They want to get somebody out. She was already so it was good for her and Geshwan to accept themselves that they are like that, which I think is the same strategy that Geshwan is using. But then Geshwan now, he is playing this character that I don't like of being, he is full of himself. He's pompous. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but he thinks he's all that. He's a little god of the house, or he's the alpha housemate, or what. I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate that. I'm sorry. So whatever it is, but hey, it doesn't do for me. I don't know.
Let me give the floor to Nikki. Latricia, sorry, calm down. I'm coming back to you. I'm coming back to you because there's also the thing between Tato and Gashwan as a strategy in itself. Both of them, oh my God, where's Latricia? Oh my God. Okay, let me just say, Latricia, if you can come back, please come back. So there's Gashwan's strategy, there's Tato's strategy, and then I believe that there's a strategy, Gashwan and Tato put together, there's one strategy from there. We're coming to that soon. Mickey, you're welcome back. I can hear you loud and clear. Yes.
Hi.
So talk to us. Yeah, talk to us. Which housemate strategy do you want to talk about?
Themba.
Why
Themba.
do you like this?
Well, see, funny enough, when the show started, I was never a fan of Themba. But watching the show, following the show up to this point, the guys played a very good game. And I find it very offensive. I find it very offensive that people will say that he made it this far because he came from the hood. Him coming from the hood has nothing to do with his game plan. Right from the day the show premiered, the guy has been consistent with his game point. That which is the reason why he was never involved with anybody. Even when he has a lot of opportunity to be involved or to be entangled with people, he never did that because his eyes was on the prize. So Themba, to me, deserves his flower. People should give him his respect because he made it this far because he was focused. He's still focused, and he played a very good game. So and who knows? He might make it to top 2 or even win the show. So Themba deserves a very big accolade. The guys played a very good game. So that is one. Secondly, who else should I talk about? I'm actually here to just say hello and support you because I'm busy. I don't know. Secondly, I like what you said about Sister Mara, about what happened for the ultimate veto power. I was just cracking myself when you said, "Oh, I wanted to see more. I wish she could have."
Latricia. How does that make you feel?
So when we are analyzing Sister Mara game point, like why did she give up? Why didn't she give us more? Since she is the ambassador of telling people that she wants to see more from them. I wanted to see more from her because I thought she could have taken it to the final minutes. Like I thought she could have won the game. But Themba is my number one. My money is on Themba. He played a very good game and he deserves where he is now. He has nothing to do if he comes from the slump or from the hood or from whatever. He played his game right, and this is a result of him being consistent with his game. So people should stop saying that he made it this far because it comes from the location or whatever. Location has nothing to do with this. He played this game because he's a smart player and he's a very good player. And I like the fact that he picked. Tools and Libo. You people think even when during when people started coming to him to like plead with him for him to take them to the final two, the guy had already made up his mind. He was just waiting for them to just finish wara 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 before he just tell them who he have chosen already. Themba is smart because Themba have already done the calculation by himself. Okay, tools have never been up. Libo has been up once or twice. Impo has been up several times and he survived. If you are in the house, you know who you can beat or who you cannot beat. And he knew quite all right. He knew quite all right that left for him with Libo and Tools is going to beat them without even thinking twice about it. And that was the reason why he picked them for the final five. So the guy is smart. Whatever he's doing is working and he deserves his flower. People should respect him for his game. So, and that is it.
Thank you very much, Mickey. Thank you very much. And by the way, guys, for those of you who are Themba supporters, Mickey is the president of Themba supporters. Like, I'm tired of hearing about, oh, Themba is my man. Themba is my man.
No.
But Letitia,
yes. Based on his analysis on Themba, I agree with him. Somewhere I don't agree with him.
Okay, let's iron it out. Okay.
Yes, Themba chose Libo and Tools because he knew that there is a great possibility that he's stronger than them because he's been there quite a number of times. That is a point. That's how I also saw it. That was his way. It was not only about the alliance, but then they think it's out of alliance, but it's not out of that. He knew that.
No, he has nothing to do with the alliance. He has nothing to do with the alliance.
Pardon?
I think his choice has nothing to do with the alliance.
Yes, it was because of he knew that he can beat them. So I agree with you on that one. And furthermore on Themba, I like his strategy. He started by being the betrayer and all that, and for once he painted a picture that he is this loyal somebody who is going with the alliance, although he knows in his heart and his mind that he is stressed actually about Geshwan and Mpo. Those are the two people who are giving him stress. If they can go home this week, nobody gives Themba stress in that house. He's not stressed about anyone except for these two. And as you were still talking about Tamara, I like what you're saying. Tamara and Terry, I also want to say, you see, this week they disappointed me in that their debate thing. It was a beautiful debate and all that, but these two, they just didn't give it to us. I'm sorry. And we were expecting it because they are always, on top of the game, talking, advising, and leading the conversation.
More from this far, more.
They are giving us something, and I'm like, what is happening?
The more run out. I think she ran out of more. So yeah.
Okay, continue, Trisha.
And the other problem is that once you tell people that I am going to, you don't know the expectation that you're putting in us, and you are not sure if you will meet that expectation. Rather say, I'm here to play the game, what and what not, and then let us just get it. Let it be spontaneous. Let me put it that way. Let us just get it as the game goes on. And Claire, I don't know if it's okay because you are leading the channel. I want to ask about this thing of Libo being thrown under the bus by Big Brother. The issue of stealing the things, and he's not clarifying it. Or was it clarified? Maybe I didn't see it.
And Latricia, to be very frank with you, I'm glad you've been on our live stream. Like, oh my God, Latricia's network is bad. Okay, let's talk about it now briefly before we continue. To be very frank with you all guys, I think I've actually had it up to here with Big Brother doing things and allowing other housemates to take the fall for it. I feel like it's not really fair on their image, on their reputation. Because the truth is, life does not start and end in Biggie's house. These housemates, the show is going to end next week, officially. Then unofficially, the show is going to continue because when they come back into the real world, they will have human beings, real life human beings to contend with. They will have a lot of explanations with regards to whatever they did in their house, their actions, all those things they did in the house. And last week and the other week, we spoke extensively about the thing that happens between Nali and Themba. What were we demanding? We're demanding for clarification. Why? Because Themba's reputation is at stake. Nali's reputation is also at stake. And it's more worse for Themba. Why? Because there's also a societal misconception about people with excessive tattoo paintings and drawings on their body. So if it now happens that, okay, Themba is actually guilty or not guilty, fingers are still going to be pointed at Themba. People are going to say, okay, Themba threatened a woman. And this week, Libo and Gashwon, they actually cleared the air. That was 2 days ago or 3 days ago. They said they were there when the whole thing happened. That Themba never threatened Nali. What were we asking Big Brother for? Big Brother should show the clip, just as on BB Nigeria, the same thing they do. You remember in Big Brother Nigeria, season 4, when Jackie and Kathy, they were gossiping about her to Colin. Okay, not like they called her a witch directly, but they insinuated that the beads that she was wearing around her ankle could be a jazz. Jazz is like voodoo-ish kind of enhancer, performance enhancer.
Moti. Yeah, Moti. I think Sarapka call it Moti.
Exactly, something like
We call it Moti, yes.
Yeah. So Big Brother, Ebuka had actually cleared the air on a Sunday during the live eviction show. He had played the clip, and those two girls, they had asked to explain themselves. Ebuka had asked them, they had explained themselves, and Ebuka had warned them that, listen, you have to be careful about the things you say about your fellow housemates. You have to be conscious of the fact that you're on international television. It's not only people in Africa that are watching the show. So you have to be careful. There's something called defamation of character. That is exactly what happened with the Nale and Themba situation. Till today, Biggie has not cleared the air. Lawrence has not been instructed to say anything. And then now, Libo's own happened. Lawrence, I just felt like he just boom, just unprofessionally, just scattered the table. Probably they were doing that to bring more content in the house. But then we have to also understand that these housemates, they're also playing a game. So they will capitalize on that to also paint the other person black. And that's what they are doing to people right now. There's no explanation whatsoever that, oh, this is Biggie's instruction. Like today, Fools was cutting Libo's hair, and he asked Libo, what did Big Brother tell you to take those specific items? Libo said no. Biggie said I should take items that are of sentimental value to every single housemate. So now it's now left to Libo to stand down going one after the other to explain himself to all the housemates. And I feel like it's not fair. It doesn't really make any sense.
I think the organizer of the show needs to be blamed.
And unfortunately, like Sia was saying last week, if you can remember, there he is here. Like Sia was saying last week, unfortunately, we have to compare with what is existing. And yes, in Africa, we are all Africans. We are going to compare with the Big Brother Niger because the fact remains that there is a lot of similarities. We know that there are things that are binding to the producers, although they are not in the same country. So the issue of Libo, it was not cleared. We are left hanging. You can imagine, and it's working against that poor boy because if somebody did not see Big Brother giving him the task, people are now of the opinion that Libo just did it. You can imagine impulse fans who did not see that it was a task. Then they will surely turn against him. You understand? Because Mpo and Terry, they are not happy about it. You see? So it's working against the poor boy, yet he can't even campaign for himself. Even the issue of Themba, like I said previously, that it's unfair for him. When he comes out, I can promise you, he will have to deal with it one way or the other. He will have to face it and face the public. South Africans, some are going to keep him alive. As much as yes, some will like him, but I can promise you, he will have to stand out and try and clarify it now together with Nali. Yet it was simple for them to can show us what really happened. Just like as it happened with Erica. Big Brother had to make it clear and showed us some tips. Those who did not see, they saw before he actually addressed the matter. Just to see that this and this and this is what happened. This is how we viewed it as the production team or as whoever. Then these are the consequences, if there are any consequences.
Thank you very much, Lucia. I mean, thank you so much for bringing up this conversation. I was over it. I mean, last night. Oh, Sia, before I continue, you are welcome. And today, you are not in the midst of women. There's Mickey. Mickey is a guy, just like you. So you're safe. Okay, so let me just quickly round off my point, and then I'm coming to you here. So, last night, I was really disappointed. Tools was having a conversation with Nicole, basically trying to clear the air between them. He was letting Nicole know that, listen, even though we're talking right now, I must admit to you that I still feel some kind of defensive against you because of all that has happened in the house all week. So he was trying to clear the air between them. And just as is, what's that word now? Just as is normal or natural for people, once again, somehow she brought on Libo's conversation into that conversation. And guess what? She started talking about all that had happened between herself and Libo from the beginning. And the way she narrated the story, if I was someone that has never really followed the show from week one, I would easily conclude that Libo is a very, very evil person. I would easily admit that Libo is a manipulator. Libo is a user of women. That is what I would have concluded. But because I have been watching the show from before, I was very disappointed in Nicole Wabadini because I felt like she overly exaggerated most of the things that she said that Libo did to her. The very night that she said that Libo put a can of Smirnoff under her pillow as a peace offering. Oh, he just put it like that. She was over exaggerating that he was very aggressive with all he was doing. I saw that conversation. I watched the conversation, and Libo was not aggressive. Libo has never been aggressive with Mpoabadimo. Although I can only say what I have seen on TV because we do not get to see other things that happens, behind the cameras, right? There are things that the cameras do not show us. But I was really disappointed, and so it made me scared for Libo because, and I'm grateful that Tools is a very reasonable person because this morning, when he was cutting Libo's hair, he had to now ask Libo again, one after the other, what exactly happened between you and Libo? What did you do? Did you pick this? Because Paul and Terry, they were now spreading the narrative, the rest of the housemates, that when Biggie gave Libo the secret task, Libo picked everybody's special item, but Libo did not carry his own frame scarf. They were literally lying that Libo folded his frame scarf and put it under his pillow. So this is why we are saying that Big Brother really needs, to probably not by himself, but maybe give Lawrence the instruction to explain some of these things, not this secret task thing, to erase that misconception that these housemates are always creating. Because the truth is, there are people that take these things personal. The people that are supporting the bulk of them, they are strong believers in the role of a sangoma in the South African society. So in their eyes, whatever Mpuabadimo does, there's nothing wrong in it. Even when she does something wrong, they don't think there's anything wrong. So right now, just as Patricia rightly said, they are massively campaigning Libo because they felt like, Libo was trying to sabotage Mpo's stay in that house and our role and duty as a sangoma. So he is a direct saboteur, things like that. But this is just my opinion anyway. Sia, what do you think about the strategies of these housemates?
Hi, Glory. Hello, guys. How are you guys doing? Mickey, hope you all guys are well. You see, this topic of this week, I don't think I'll have much to say, Glory, because for me, the most of them, from my side, they didn't have strategies, right? I will tell you I will say 3 people for me had a clear strategy. They didn't flip flop. It's Themba, it's Keshwan, it's Tools. Those 3 people had a clear strategy and they stuck to it. Themba, as you guys have explained, quiet, observant, and knows what's going on around him all the time. People might think Themba is joking and not thinking so much, but watch his movement. He is so in tune with what's going on in the house. And lucky for him, he got the alter ego Dracula to actually say out, because Themba doesn't speak a lot. If you remember the time they were sharing their stories, getting to know each other, the tasks they were given, Themba said 2 lines about his mom and cancer. That was it. And they had monologues, they had drama, they had take 1, take 2, some of them. But Themba said a few words and he was done. So he's doesn't say a lot, but Dracula now made it possible for him to say what is deep inside, wanted to say to people who in that thing of being Dracula, you know? That's Themba. So Themba had a clear strategy. I'm a loner, I'm going to play this game, and I want to buy 2 million and go home. That's what he always said. And then coming to Gash still now. That's one confusing character still today. And he said it. He said it. That is what he came to do. He doesn't want any one of them feeling comfortable around him. They mustn't know his next move. So he's still playing the strategy till now. So that's the second person with a clear strategy. The third one is Tools. Tools had a clear strategy that, okay, if I have these ones, I'm going to be this big bear to them. They must come for hugs from me. They must come and I'm going to be their therapist in the house. They must come and share whatever is eating them up. If these people are fighting, one of them must come and tell me. He made that environment for me. So those 3 people for me, those are the people who have strategies. All the rest, Terry and, okay, let me, I don't want to go to the 8 because it's going to take long, but let's say the 2, Terry came in, wanted to make sure that his profession outside is, so that she can express herself freely. Fine. But her being an alpha female, look at what she's doing now. She was fighting what was this netball playing lady, the tall one, what's her name now?
Tabi.
The one
Is it
Tabi. She was saying, Tabi, you are inheriting beef. What is she doing now? You know, remember I told you this, that whoever comes in close contact with Mpho is the alpha female. You can't come to Mpho and be on the same level. You must be, Themba said it, you must be a cheerleader. What is she doing now? She's fighting with the label now because of Mpho crying about your cloth. There's no reason why Terry is saying she doesn't see label is heir to her. It's only that day Mpho cried. She inherited beef. You know, you see how this works. So Terry for me, flip flopper as well. No clear strategy till the end. And then comes to Mpho as well. Yeah, I mean, it's coming my top 5 now. I think my top 5 or top 6. So if Big Brother doesn't get scared and create a top 6, because I don't trust him anymore. I don't, because he knows you see what Themba did. What Themba did was brilliant. Now he in a way he checkmate Big Brother, like, okay, fine, checkmate, I'm gonna take the wickets with me. What are you going to do? So I'm scared, guys, probably tomorrow you might get a top 6, not 5. Because imagine eliminating Keshwan or Mpho or Sister Mara or Terry, yay, that house is there'll be no content there. But okay, fine. Where was I? Got sidetracked now. I was on Mpho. Mpho came in. I want to say something, but I'm not sure if I should say it because it might. Okay, fine. Let me say it in the. Okay, fine. Mpho, for me, you see this thing of her being a sangoma. We understand it here in South Africa. It depends. That's why even now she's fighting with labor. It depends at what level are you at. Some of those people, they expect respect from people. If you are this, cause for example, Tori and Mickey and Lutricia. Lutricia, you can correct me if I'm off ramping here. You go there, get initiated to become a sangoma, right? As you grow, you can also initiate your own people in a way, Lutricia, you know. So if Mpo in her journey, she's at that level of being a Kobela, then I understand why she's behaving like this. Because she's used to people doing what? Bowing down to her. In her real life, no one challenges her. Because if you're a Kobela for Tindumba, you've got a place where you initiate other sangomas, you are at that level. In your daily life, people are showing respect to you all the time. No one is challenging authority in your space, you know. So if now Mpo is at that level now, that is why now anyone who comes around here must be like that. You can't be at the same level as Mpo. It's just a thought I was thinking. I might be wrong, I might be right. So for me, the strategies, there's one, Themba and tools with the clear ones. All the others flip-flopping. Tato. It was a Tato. Okay, fine. Let me say about Tato. She's just getting married. It's fine. So most of them, they flip-flop. Most of them, she's concerned about marriage now. It's baby from morning till night. It's fine, no problem. But as I was saying, most of them they change their movement. They're not clear like Themba, like fools, like Keshwan, who are like, I'm this person, I'm a loner, or I'm a group person, I'm sticking to this. Most of them, they flip-flop. That's my take on the strategies, guys. So that's where I'm at.
Okay. Yeah, see, I just cracked me up. It's not about Tato's strategy. Tato is just getting married.
Because two is bad. Because two is bad. So she was, what was she? She was a dancer. She was a presenter, trying to fight. Why am I not presenting? It was good. But now the gang is gone, Yoli is gone. Now all of a sudden, she's getting in love. She's in love now. Baby, they're married. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. There's no strategy there, by the way, but it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Let me say this, yeah. Let me say this, and I'm gonna throw this to the house, okay? Guys, even those of you that are watching the show right now, feel free to contribute. I think that Tato figured out a strategy that will work for her, and it is working massively. I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again briefly. Tato and Sister Mara and Terry, they followed Big Brother Naija for years. They followed different seasons of the show. The last season, Shine Your Eye season, Sister Mara and Tato and Terry, they followed that show back to back. Tato watched Big Brother Naija Shine Your Eye season with the mindset of someone that is going to participate in the same game in another country. And so, in her mind, she has observed the pattern. She has studied the pattern of how shipping a couple works in Nigeria. She has observed that there are also South Africans that are also part of this shipping camp. And they become fanatics when they like a couple being together. That is why, in my opinion, when Tato came into the house, she was very keen on finding a partner. She was very keen. From a diary session, she talked about looking for a man, but she has not seen a man that is that type. But she's still studying, she's still watching. And when she did not find a man, when it seemed like everybody was coupling up in the house, she was sad. She felt she was not loved, she was not appreciated, she was not seen. That was why on Valentine's week, Themba had given her a card and told her, when you think nobody loves you in this house, Tatu, I love you. But she realized that Playing the game of a sheep, a couple, will not work with Themba. Why? Because Themba was not really into the women in the house. Themba was into the game. So she capitalized on the opportunity that Gashon presented. Gashon spoke to her, spoke to Yoli. And then she discovered that, okay, when they were playing their game, Sue said, oh, my crush is Tatu or whatever thing. Libo also, oh, I had a crush on Tatu, Libo. And then she started having conversations with those people. And then she realized that they did not feel the same way towards her. It was unrequited. And then she moved on to BU. And she was asking BU, I feel like you like me and you are trying to flirt with me. But then BU set her straight and said, I'm not even flirting with you. I don't even roll with you like that. He told her pop and plain that no, my connection is with Yoli. The person I really like is Venus. BU set her straight. And then she found another opportunity in Norman. Norman felt like, okay, let me pity my friend. She's not really getting masculine attention in the house. Let me pity her. So what did Norman do? Norman started showering Tato with attention and started looking for kisses. But Tato was not really playing along like that. Why? Because probably for some weird reason, she saw what was going on between Gashwan and Yoli. So she probably felt like, okay, Gashwan would probably be the perfect partner to play this strategy. And that was why, in my opinion, the moment Yoli was evicted, boom, Tato jumped on the train. And that is why you see that in the first 2 weeks of them starting their romance, Tato was constantly explaining to the viewers, to the housemates, to Gashwan, oh Gashwan, I knew you cared for me from week one. Even the things we did not see, Tato was saying it. She was trying to plant in our minds, create a narrative, create a memory that we did not see, we do not have that. Oh, before Yoli and Gashwan, there existed Tato and Gashwan. She was heavily planting all that. She was like, Gashwan, you remember when I would be on my own and they would cook and you would say, Tato, come and eat. You remember, right? Gashwan would be like, oh, yes, I remember. She was the one reminding Gashwan of what Gashwan did not do. And Gashwan was playing along. So this thing played out up until now, and that is what they've been doing because Tato is not stupid. Tato has seen Emma Rose, one of the fakest relationship or ship or whatever crap. She had seen that in Big Brother Shine Your Eye. Big Brother Niger Shine Your Eye last season. She saw that. What happened when, okay, look at it this way. The ships, they always get a lot of votes. Why? Because individually, the couples in the ship, they have their own fan base. And then together as an item, you also have a fan base. So why do you think Tato has been safe? She's been getting votes. Gashwan, from week one, he has already had his fan base. And now there's the Tashwan fan base as well. So these two people, they are putting in a lot of work into playing the strategy. And just as usual, just as we have in Big Brother Nigeria, from Bbmzansi, we now have a very, very myopic, shipping fan base. For them, there's no strategy involved. These two people, they are in love. Hey. But me, what I'm seeing is a strategy that is perfectly playing out the way that the actors want it to be played. People are buying into it. And I will not be surprised if in place of a top 4 or a top 5, this season of the show comes up with a top 6. Because I am very confident that Gashwan is going to make it to top 5. I am confident. I know.
Yeah.
So I will not be surprised if Tato makes it to top 6. Just so that the entertainment, boring by the way, the boring entertainment of shipping will continue. Because trust me, at the end of the day, Bbmzansi is a show. It's an entertainment show. So there needs to be traffic to the show. People need to watch the show. The organizers need to sustain people's interest in watching the show. And for the bulk of the people that are watching the show in this 2 weeks, it's mostly people that want to see the romance playing out between Tato and Gashwan. And guys, let's not also look away from the fact that these housemates from time to time, they are called into the diary room. The question is, what message is Biggie giving to them when they go into the diary room? So
okay.
I'm just going to zip my mouth on here. Okay, Nutricia, say something.
Yes. On the issue of Geshwan, I want to start on Sunday. Also, Lawrence failed us on Sunday. Why would we talk about Teshwan or anything that has to do with us, the outside, to the housemaid? That one, it was off for me. Big brother Mzansi, he must call us. We will make notes and tell him. That was off for us, and you could tell that they didn't say it, but then the non-verbal message, you could tell that now they know that their story is there. They even have a name. No? And then two, yes, Tato, I want to agree with you. She's been following the shows and all that, and she knows the impact relationships have on the outside in the house. Although theirs is boring, she just doesn't know. Theirs is boring, but then she is really playing a game, this girl. And she wanted a relationship so much. If you can remember, somewhere in the second or third week, she did mention that she wants to get married. They said when, she said next year. So, yes, she wants to get married, but also this girl was desperate for a relationship, not only for relationship, let's just maybe put it nicely, but she knew that it will keep her in the house, and it has worked for her. Tato, the first time when she was nominated, she was the weakest link, but still inside, according to what we saw. Then the following week, and then the third week after that, she was nominated together with Geshwan. Now the relationship was still there. Then her numbers started going up. Even this week as well, her numbers are starting to show up nicely, because she was the weakest link from what we saw when she was first time nominated. So the relationship thing also, it is working for her. It's a strategy that she came across. Caught a snake while moving and running with it.
Kevin just made a statement. Sorry, Kevin just made a statement in the comment section. He said, after Lawrence made that revelation, this Tashwan became so intense in what they are doing. I agree 100%. Immediately after the live addiction show on Sunday, after their ship name was revealed to both of them, trust me, I saw a different turn of events. These two, I think it was that night they had the longest kiss that they kissed. You know, normally they kiss lip to lip, and then before we knew it, they had a long, is it French kiss or whatever? I think it was that very night or the next day, but they became more intense. My wife, my husband language became more frequent. You know, a lot of things happening like that. But let me welcome Nilam. Hi, Nilam. Hello.
Hi, Glory, Mickey,
How
Precious.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. Okay. Man, I slept off. It rained here. I slept off. I didn't know. Oh, God, I missed so much. And I had so much in mind. I wanted to feel
no,
Don't worry, Glory is giving us 3 hours today.
No.
We still have about 20 minutes. We still have about 25 minutes to go. So I think we still good.
No,
yeah.
Nikki, Glory is giving us 3 hours today.
Yeah, she asked no choice.
Oh my God. No.
Man,
okay, Nila, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can.
I need to get a drink.
Okay, so which of the housemaid strategies do you want to talk about? Because we've been talking about the top 8 strategies. So which of them do you want to talk about?
Well, my strategic thinking got point the moment Themba chooses tools and I'm not going to lie about it. It got me off, and it was expected and it was unexpected. But at the same time, I don't know. Like it got me off. I understand that the game can turn out the way it is. Well,
no, I can talk.
It should have been a fair play if Biggie had this winners, like for the veto power, other than him being the ultimate veto holder and having to pick 2 people in which we knew it's gonna be Tools and Igbo, regardless of whether there is weak points. He shouldn't like feel that place. I just feel imbalance for me. Then secondly, the whole Umpo and Umpo and Themba, all diary discussion, I don't know if it's private, when they were being called for the ultimate Velto order to pick them, man. I had a roller coaster of emotions, like so many, sorry, like so many. Then come to the fact that we had.
Guys, am I the only one? Is the network great?
I guess
Is
it's
the
the
network great
network.
at your end?
Yeah,
The network is kind of. Let me leave and join back. The network is
Okay.
I
fluctuating.
think she's breaking.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
breaking up.
she's really breaking.
I'm
I,
sorry,
okay,
guys. I
I,
have
Yeah.
to go.
I want to say something.
I'm
She
also going out.
mentioned that she's not okay with Themba picking Libo
Patricia,
and tools. Forgetting that is a game. At the end of the day, you can only take people that you know you can beat in the game. So it like she, in as much as is not in her place to tell Themba who to pick or who not to pick. You can only pick somebody that will make you good in the game or by even taking you far in the game. So I'm sure she's listening. Eh? Themba choose those two people because those people will bring him closer to winning the money. That was the reason why Themba chose them. And that was the reason why Themba stood for almost 12 hours to make sure that he will be in a place to pick people that is going to take to final with him. So it's a game. Even as he might not like his choice, but at the end of the day, Themba did what he did because it's good for his own game, and people should be okay with it. Because
I agree with you.
okay.
I agree with you, Mickey. Thank you, Mickey. I think Latricia, I saw you raising your hand in the make of me back.
Oh, I wanted to say I'm going out, so I'm trying to give a sign language.
Just before you go,
Oh, okay.
Before I go,
just before you go, Letitia, I'm gonna put it out there. Maybe Glory might take the suggestion. I don't know. Glory, you know what? Sometimes when we watch the show, we feel like I wish I was talking to my Saturday people now with what's going on. So I don't know. It's the last week. Maybe you can indulge us. Maybe you give us 1 hour during the week for the live thingy. I don't know if maybe it's just to say.
Let me say something. Okay, okay, we can't do this because of the YouTube whatever. Because for people for your viewers, Glory. I don't know if they want to watch with us live. We can go on Instagram live. I put it on the TV. Just position the camera while the live show is going on. In that case, in that, so that the family, because I believe this is a family meeting. We are in family meeting, and in family meeting, everybody comes with their own suggestion and opinion and whatever. So if it's good, you can go live on YouTube, ne? Also go live on Instagram. Instagram is not going to penalize you if you are watching the show live. So I can go live with you on Instagram. We'll put it so that people that don't have access to it, let them watch the final.
So that would have been a fantastic idea. But there's a challenge. So the challenge is, oh my God. You guys know that I also analyze Nigerian Idol, right?
Idol, yes.
So yes, I also analyze Nigerian Idol, and there's an audience for that on my channel as well. So it's like so after the Bbmzansi live eviction show, people are already sending me messages. Sorry, are you seeing what's going to happen on Nigerian Idols? You know, that kind of thing. So I want to postpone making a video on that, but people are demanding, you know. So you want to try as much as possible to meet the different demands. But tomorrow's live eviction show is going to be a very, very special one. So what I want to do is, if you guys are in agreement, I would really love for us to have a YouTube live stream like this tomorrow after the live eviction show. So all I'm asking for is you all give me 1 hour after the live eviction show. 1 hour after the live eviction show. So that I can have time to put up the video for those people who will not have time to join the live conversation, right? So we can do that. If you guys agree, I'm talking about everybody here that's on this live stream right now. Okay, we're gonna do so. What I'm gonna do is I will put a poster of that information on my community tab. The time is going to the live eviction show is going to end by, I think, is it 7 p.m. South African time?
Yeah, it starts at
Right?
6 and end at 7. Yes, it starts 6 and end at 7.
Okay, so if it ends by 7 South African time, it means it's going to end by 6 Nigerian time. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the live stream, the YouTube live stream we're going to do tomorrow, is going to be 7 p.m. Nigerian time, right? That's 7 p.m. WAT. Okay, so I will put that information on my community tab. So, guys, I'm announcing this right now. Tomorrow's eviction show is going to be crazy because there are powerhouses standing up to be evicted tomorrow. Yeah. So it will be fun for us to have that conversation. So it's gonna be on YouTube, not on Instagram, right? Because here on YouTube, I can have like maybe 6 people at the same time. We're having this conversation. But on Instagram, I think Instagram is limited to only 3 people or 4 people like this. So we're gonna do this tomorrow. If you guys don't mind, if you agree, you indicate on the community tab.
No,
So
we support you. I'm
we'll do
here.
that tomorrow.
I'm in.
I'll be here with
Okay,
my
so
drink.
that's clear
I'll
now.
be here with my drink and with my observation. I'm going to observe the tomorrow show. I'm going to make notes.
Okay.
Then I'm going to come and spill it out.
Yeah. All right. That's fun. Okay, so Latricia just logged out. She was saying earlier that she has something to do. Yes. But for real guys, I think we've pretty much covered the strategies of all the top 8 housemates. I mean, if we continue dragging and talking about it, it's gonna be us, regurgitating all that was said before. So what we're gonna do is I think this is where we're going to be ending this live stream. I need to run off so that I can go and catch up with the show as well. But really, thank you all so much. Mickey, thank you so much for coming through today. I know you are busy.
There's gonna be drama tonight, by the way. I don't know if you saw, because immediately when you went on, I think it was 3 there by you. I don't know if you saw the guys stealing the ladies' meat. There's gonna be drama tonight, but you'll see the whole story.
Aside the drama, there are 2 other dramas that already happened before the stealing of the meat. So the ladies, they were gossiping about the guys. They said that the guys are smelly, that the guys stink, that the guys don't bathe themselves properly. And Themba was really upset. Like, how could they say that? That they shower twice a day in bathing house. So that is one drama. The second drama is somebody eating Impost cupcake. So that had actually upset Impost so much that started raining curses on whoever stole a cake. So there's a lot of things that are happening tonight, guys. Trust me. Don't worry, we're going to talk about it
tomorrow.
I wish the whoever is in power is listening. I think maybe we'll say this in the last thing, but there's something they need to improve on. I don't know if they need to get more sponsors or what, because there's something to keep them busy or doing tough whatever, because having 1 sponsor or 2 sponsors, I know the magnitude is not the same as the Niger one, but I mean, if you want to come back, you come back with a proper bang or so that you can start from a proper platform, because what's going on now is like, hey, these people that can go away. There's nothing, So I'm hoping and praying, because we love the show, we watch it. So I'm hoping that they can get more sponsorship, because the idle time that they have is too much. But okay, anyway, it's fine. Let's cut it off there.
I agree with you, Sia, and I hope that they are actually watching and getting all these feedbacks from us, the viewers, because sadly, things like the organizers don't really listen to the feedback of the viewers. Yeah, I don't know, but we'll see about it. So, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, Sia. It was a pleasure, as always, having you on here today. I hope to see you tomorrow. Let's keep it on lockdown. Let's make it a date. Mickey, thank you so much. Sia, I'll see you tomorrow. Yes. And Latricia, bye. Latricia, thank you so much. I know you had somewhere to run off to. Thank you so much for making out time for this conversation. Neela, it was really sad that your network was not great, but hopefully you pull through tomorrow. Who else? There was Kojo. There was Eunice. Eunice went offline. I don't know for some weird reason. And who else was on here? Precious. Precious, it's always amazing having you come on here and giving us your quick hit, opinion like that, like that. I would love to see you again tomorrow, guys. This is quite unconventional on this channel. Our conversations are, our live conversations are mostly on Saturdays, but tomorrow we will definitely be having a conversation by 7 p.m. WAT. 7 p.m. WAT is 8 p.m. CAT. That's 8 p.m. South African time. But it's going to be 7 p.m. Nigerian time. So make it a date, guys. You do not want to miss out. Make it a date. I want to see your reactions. I want to hear what you have to say. Don't forget to come through. And that's it. This is where I'm going to be ending today's live stream. Thank you all so much for coming through. Those of you who are still on here, God bless you so much. Thank you. I will see you guys on another video this evening. Tonight is going to be the 9th Saturday night party in the season of the show. So I will bring you all the juicy details. There's going to be some drama in the house, of course. There's been a lot of things happening all day today. I will bring you guys a juicy tea. That said, have an amazing, amazing evening. Bye. Hey, stop right here. Don't go anywhere. You are especially welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lori Elijah, and this right here is frankly speaking with Lori. I am the girl with the tea. I give detailed analysis of reality TV shows like Big Brother Naija, like Nigerian Idols, like The Voice Nigeria. Basically any reality TV show that actually interests you, it automatically becomes my interest as well. I literally carry up on my head. I give detailed analysis, I give detailed reviews. I run commentaries also because I want us to have fun. I want us to catch cruise. I want us to, vibe to stuff like that. And reality TV shows are not the only kind of content that I put out on my channel. I also do movie reviews. So you see this Glory Elijah of a girl, she's a very, very boring sport. Guys, for real. I am super, super boring. However, whenever I feel like passing my time, just having my own fun, chilling, being in a zen mode, I catch up on movies, which I find very, very interesting or exciting. But also, guys, I love reviewing those annoying ones because, hey, we have to call them out. You cannot come and waste my data. You cannot come and waste my precious time watching some really annoying movies. And I also talk about trending social topics because, of course, this life has to be balanced, okay? It's not all about entertainment and fun all the time. We also need to talk about those serious issues that concerns me, also concerns you as well. You're about to have a blast on this channel. I also share my life experiences from time to time. Yes, that is when people ask me to talk about it. But if people don't ask me to talk about it, sometimes I do not feel the need to talk about it. I like keeping my private things private. But once again, you are welcome to my YouTube channel. And as I told you before, you are in the right space. Trust me, you will be so addicted to this channel. People are going to be asking you, what's happening with you? Are you okay? And hey, don't forget to turn on post notification, all right? That is the best way for you to always receive alerts of my videos. So you see what I'm doing on my